Thank you, Riv. Crazy, high-octane, back-and-forth game there. Our longest of the year, actually, as well as being the game where Kiwi hits the 1,000 assist benchmark, totaling to 1,016 at this point.
And he hits the hook to win the game.
Right?
So he just like everything he needed to.
Yeah, exactly. That seals the story, right? That's the game you want to get your 1,000 assists on. But now as we jump into the game, you know, I actually immediately want to go to our replay, which is 14 minutes into the game. Huge gnarl that sets Shifter up to carry this game.
Gamsu, that's pretty much all we have to do to set up this replay. Let's bring that replay up, if you can see it on your screens. All right, roll the replay. Let's take a look here, because this is Dignitas starting up the Dragon, as you know, and drawing in Gravity here. Yes, the infamous Dragon that they got so many of. Shifter's in a pretty good spot up here and lands the Charm onto Bunny to start it off, and they decide to commit with the Shen ultimate. But really all we're waiting for is the setup. Shifter actually used 2 charges on his Ahri ult to get around that wall as well. This is the main play, though. Gamsu gets everybody as Altec is jumping in with the rocket jump as well and lines up everyone on the wall for the 4-man orb from Shifter. Just too easy for him.
And the red buff actually coming up huge here in allowing him to catch up to Altec to pick up that 5th kill. But really, as you mentioned, the setup there from Gamsu, it showed the pentakill was a result of teamwork, not just a solo mission.
Yeah, and Shifter's the guy that whenever we look at him in the laning phase, like he's struggling a little bit. He wants to go even and then get to that late game. This was a Shifter who had just control over the early game. He was in a lane against a Rumble, which he has a favorable matchup in, and then they actually gave him assistance too. So coming into that, he already had a kill. He got that first kill, and then he got the pentakill around the side. So he actually came in with 2 kills. Never mind that. He came in with 2, and then he ended up 7-0 after that play. So Shifter had a lot to do in that game to carry it out and to close it out. That would have been a part in scrims where you would have GG'd after that, because that's like a 16-minute pentakill, but it ended up being one of the longer games because of the way that Gravity was playing it out afterwards.
Yeah, so let's explore that. Gravity's play from behind there and being able to extend the game 56 minutes.
Well, the thing is, to get behind, I think I still want to stick on the replay a little bit because this is actually a trap that I've fallen into as well. When you just catch someone and you have the advantage on them, they have to be cognizant of the counterplay there. You have to be cognizant of AoE abilities that are going to stun your whole team. And if you're chasing, you're all grouped up in a line like that, you can see the Gnar bar charging up, and they should play around that. However, you know, they did play from behind. They were able to get back into this game. They had a lot of, so what they did well was the objective trading, the turrets trading, you know, when they had to give up stuff elsewhere because they were weak. And so they traded some turrets to get back into this. And then it just got crazy in the late game.
Yeah, it got very crazy.
Back and forth.
We saw
the
some
big hiccup was that face check at the Baron, where Gravity went up, face checked it. Then there were the 2 hooks that really they had a grasp on the game to claw their way back in, and then Kiwi Kid just took it back from them. Right.
We had some clutch smites from Move as well. So there were a lot of things that did fall into Gravity's favor and some things that fell out of their favor. I mean, it just really did show. I think this game was a very clear example of how one tiny mechanical error, how one tiny mispositioning can result in a loss when you get that far into the game. At that point, goal differences didn't matter, right? Death timers being 70 seconds long, it's just whoever wins that team fight, whoever gets the right engage.
Yeah, you have to keep that thrill of the hunt down, the blood boiling when you get your first kill in the battle, and you just want to clean up and chase everybody down. Giving up an AoE complete team fight wipe like that.
All right, well, that game, without a doubt, was incredibly exciting, but we still have one more game coming your way with Team Dragon Knights fighting for their LCS lives when they take on Team 8. The North American LCS returns in 3.5.
What we did in the